I am Dana Seiler, Pinnacle Leadership Associate, as well as an Associate Pastor at Unity Presbyterian Church in Denver, North Carolina. I am bringing your homiletical hot take to you today. And so my homiletical hot take for you is 5 tips on live streaming in a pandemic. I know for most of us preachers, we are getting tired. We are growing weary of preaching in this pandemic. We're running out of creative ideas. And so I'm here in the sanctuary at Unity and wanted to share some of the things that we do here on Sunday morning that can maybe get your creative juices flowing and can help break up your worship space so that it's a little more inviting and maybe a little bit more energizing for those who are watching. So let's first take a look at where we preach. So instead of having our typical pulpit right here, we have removed that and we're just using a simple podium and a simple table. The idea behind that being that those who are watching the live stream really just kind of need to focus in on the speaker, and so nothing really distracting them from the message that we're trying to deliver. Also, we have provided a backdrop so that when we are live streaming, there's a framed space. So there's a framed space that seems a little bit more inviting, maybe a little bit more living room-like. This is actually wood that's been put together, and we have flanked it with 2 plants so that we can add a pop of color. That's another tip for you, to add a little bit of color to your space. And you can do that with just plants or having a flower arrangement up near your podium. One other great use for your backdrop is that this can become a visual aid. So if we're speaking and doing a series, then we can start putting images on this backdrop, and it can serve as a visual aid and a reminder for each week and every topic that we discuss. So let's take a look at the right side of the sanctuary. So over here, we have a little bit of a coffee house vibe going. We have a pop top. And so myself and the senior pastor will sometimes start our services by sitting at the pop top and doing a Q&A or having some sort of interaction where people can hear about what's going on in our lives and how we're holding up in this pandemic. It's a way for the congregation to kind of feel connected to us in a very disconnected time. So one other tip that I have for you today is something that we just started doing a couple weeks ago. It is called a postlude, and it is just that. So following our postlude on Sunday mornings, the senior pastor and I will come up here and offer a postlude to the postlude. And typically it is a life application regarding the sermon. And so we frame it in such a way where people are challenged to apply whatever the sermon topic was to their lives and to send us an email about it. Again, it's a way for us to have a little bit more creativity on Sunday mornings. So this is my 5 tips for you as you're live streaming in this pandemic. 1, to have a simple area where you can preach. 2, to have a backdrop. 3, to add a little bit of color to the chancel. 4, to create a separate space where you can have some interaction with maybe somebody else on staff and people can feel connected to you. And then 5, bring in a postlude and challenge people to apply the sermon and the sermon topic to their life. This is my homiletical hot take for you.